How to fix Alt+Tab not working in Metro. Last Light Redux. Welcome back to Teknobalta. Step 1. Identifying the core engine lock. During our deep dive investigation into Metro, Last Light Redux on the Epic Games platform, we discovered a strict window prioritization issue. When the game runs in absolute full screen without any secondary applications, the engine completely blocks the standard Alt+Tab command. Teknobalta's technical team confirmed that the operating system requires an alternative active process to successfully execute this task-switching function. Step 2. The lightweight background application technique. Our testing showed that the simplest immediate bypass is providing the operating system with a secondary target window. By keeping an extremely lightweight application running in the background, you give Windows a destination for the Alt+Tab command. Teknobalta recommends launching the default Windows calculator before starting your game to seamlessly restore desktop switching functionality. Step 3. Evaluating native Windows interrupt shortcuts. Many software configurations assume that standard operating system interrupts will bypass application-level full-screen locks. Teknobalta ran extensive diagnostics using both the dedicated Windows key and the Windows+Tab shortcut combination. Our analysis revealed that the Metro engine aggressively suppresses these specific inputs, rendering them completely ineffective during active gameplay. Step 4. Analyzing in-game display configurations. The logical next step in our troubleshooting protocol involves forcing a borderless presentation state through the internal menu architecture. However, after thoroughly reviewing the internal display settings, our technicians confirmed a significant limitation within the graphical user interface. The game simply does not offer any native toggle to switch from exclusive full screen to a borderless window mode. Step 5. Locating the primary engine configuration file. To successfully override this graphical limitation, we must manually modify the engine's root configuration parameters. Navigate to your primary installation directory, which will be located within your respective launcher folders, such as Epic Games or Steam Apps. Within this core folder structure, locate the crucial system file specifically named user.cfg to begin the modification process. Step 6. Locating the secondary user data configuration file. Teknobalta's research indicates that modifying just the installation directory is entirely insufficient for a permanent fix. The game utilizes a synchronized secondary configuration file located deep within your system's Local AppData directory. You must navigate to this hidden system path and locate the identically named user.cfg file to ensure proper parameter application. Step 7. Preparing the configuration files for editing. Both of these separate user.cfg files strictly require simultaneous editing and modification to function correctly. Before opening either file with a standard text editor, ensure that the game application is completely terminated through your task manager. Our technical team advises making a quick backup of both original files to your desktop to prevent any potential data loss. Step 8. Modifying the full-screen command line. Open the first configuration file and utilize the search function to locate the specific command line governing display modes. You will find the rendering parameter currently listed exactly as rfullscreen on. Teknobalta instructs you to carefully change this syntax to rfullscreen off to forcefully disable the exclusive full-screen lock. Step 9. Addressing the vertical resolution parameter. Simply disabling full screen creates a forced windowed mode that often misaligns with standard desktop scaling. To optimize this windowed presentation, you must locate the vertical resolution variable within the same text document. Search for the specific parameter labeled rresvert to begin calibrating the custom display output. Step 10. Applying the custom resolution offset. Standard high-definition monitors require a specific vertical offset to render the forced window correctly without graphical errors. Teknobalta's testing confirmed that if you are using a standard 1920x1080 display, you must input a highly specific customized value. Change the current vertical resolution number to exactly 1040 to properly calibrate the rendering area. Step 11. Understanding the resolution calibration. Our system analysis explains why our technicians recommend 1040 instead of the standard 1080 vertical pixel count. This precise reduction is absolutely necessary when the application is aggressively forced into a standard windowed state. This custom offset completely prevents the bottom edge of the game screen from blurring or overlapping improperly. Step 12. Synchronizing the secondary configuration. Once you have perfectly adjusted the first file, you must seamlessly replicate these exact steps in the secondary location. Open the user.cfg file located within your Local AppData folder and apply the exact same syntax changes. Ensure that both the full screen toggle and the vertical resolution variable perfectly match your initial modifications. Step 13. Applying the crucial read-only attribute. Teknobalta discovered a critical failure point where the game engine will simply overwrite your custom settings upon launch. To permanently lock in our technical adjustments, you must right-click on both of the modified user.cfg files. Navigate to the Properties menu and check the box labeled Read Only to secure your configuration data. Step 14. Verifying the attribute lock protocol. It is absolutely essential that this read-only attribute is successfully applied to both the primary installation file and the Local AppData file. If either file remains writable, the game engine will instantly revert your customized windowed parameters back to default. Click Apply and then Confirm on both properties windows to finalize this security measure. Step 15. Final testing of the optimized environment. Launch Metro, Light Redux, and initiate a standard gameplay session to verify the newly applied custom parameters. You will now observe the game running in a highly optimized presentation window that responds perfectly to operating system commands. Our technical validation proves that you can now seamlessly Alt+Tab out of the engine without relying on any background applications. Don't forget to follow Teknobalta for more.